Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are having a great day today. And today we're going to be using the card kit to create a little tiny folio or journal. And we're just going to use this folding card stencil to create a little journal booklet. And I think it's going to turn out pretty cute. We're also going to be using the card kit paper. So when you get the card kit, you get flowers, you get the stencil, you get this Botanical Blooms by Paper Rose, and then you get, you also get some cellophane bags for your cards that you create with this kit. So if you haven't seen the reveal video, I will go ahead and put that link here for you so you can check that out. So you can see all the wonderful things that you get in all the kits. So let's go ahead and get started with creating this. Okay, so to start off, we're going to get 8.5 by 11-inch paper. Okay, you can use the purple cardstock that is in your card kit if you want to, or you can use your own, whatever you want to do. You can use pink, black, whatever you want to do. But I'm going to use black. I'm actually going to just grab a pencil, and for this stencil, we're going to trace on the outer edge of the stencil for this. And so you're going to make 2 of these little booklets. Okay, this is going to be just tiny little journal right now, and I'm not sure, we may cut out a third one, but if we do, I'll go ahead and let you know. But for right now, we're just going to cut out 2, and then you're going to cut out 2 of these little ones. Okay, so we're going to do the outer edge, and then we're going to do, when you go to the inside edge, you're going to do the first line that's right here, okay, on the inside. And you can go ahead and use your pencil to trace the lines in the middle, so that way you know where to score, okay, and where to fold. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. Okay, so after you cut out your pieces, you can go ahead and erase your pencil lines. Like I have some pencil lines here showing. So you can erase those. And then we're going to go ahead and glue these back to back. So you're going to take this part right here, and we're going to go ahead and glue this on to here, just like that. Now, once you glue them on, you can see if they're even or not. They probably won't be, but you can straighten that out just by trimming off the excess around the edges. And then we're going to go ahead and paper these. Now, to paper them, you can go ahead and, again, you can grab your stencil, or you can just go ahead and cut out a straight piece of paper and put it around it. If you wanted a border, you can go ahead and trace around the inner line of the outside line to create that nice little border. And so here, like for instance, I have, let me grab a scrap piece of paper. This is some of the paper that we used on a project before. I'm going to go ahead and grab this one here. We're going to go ahead and fold this over. I just love this yellow. And you're going to go ahead and you're going to trace the inner line here. So the inside line, you're just going to go ahead and trace that all the way around. And this is the piece that's going to give you that nice border that fits around the edges. Now, once you get this traced, you can go ahead and you can cut this in half. So again, you would just go ahead and trace down the middle, cut this in half, so you have a back, a cover for the back and then a cover for the front. So you can do either one. So, or you could just wrap it around. It's totally up to you. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to continue tracing this all the way around. and then I'll be right back. Okay, next I'm just gluing all of my pages back to back, and that's what you'll do. You'll just go ahead and adhere all of them back to back. And again, we're cutting out 4 of the large pieces. Okay, I decided to sew one of the smaller cards inside of the larger card. So I just went ahead and poked my holes in the middle of the card, okay? And then grabbed my thread and just kind of sewed it through the middle part. And then you're going to go ahead and again, you can use this as a little journal. You can use this as a little photo booklet, whatever you want to do. And for me, I decided that I was going to go ahead and use this as a little photo booklet for my granddaughter, Phoenix. And she is just so cute. And one day we got to spend a day together, took her for ice cream, played at the park, and then I put her little graduation photos in here as well, and you'll see everything at the end of this video. After you're done placing all of your pages together, you can go ahead and cut out your pattern papers and cover the inside and outside. Okay, so for our booklet, we did cut 4 of these out, okay? So they are glued back to back. And then for this last one, I went ahead and sewed a little insert in there so it just flaps back and forth. You can also add a little strip on it to make a spine on it. So if you wanted to, we could just go ahead and I'm just going to go ahead and show you what I mean. And we're just going to go ahead and cut, or you know what? Sorry. We're just going to go ahead and cut an inch off of this, right? So you're going to cut an inch, and then you're going to go ahead and fold this in half, just like this. And then you can glue it to here. So we're going to go ahead and just place some glue on here. Go ahead and make sure the fold is to the fold. So both fold pieces are attached to each other. Okay. Glue that on. And now you've got a little flap that you can attach to the inside of your page. So I just went ahead and just cut that off. So I'm going to cut that other piece there, just like that. And then you can attach this and you can cover that up with your paper. So once you get this covered, so again, and I'm just going to go ahead and I'm actually going to make a little notch there and another notch there. And I'm just going to go ahead and place some glue on that little flap. Place the flap down right here. So you can do it either way. So there's 2 different ways. You can add a little booklet inside of your book. Oh, sorry, that did not stay. I don't know why. Go ahead and put some more glue down. So now you've got a little booklet inside of your book, and you can go ahead and decorate this however you want. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out all of my insert pages. We'll come back in and we'll go ahead and finish up the inside. Okay, so for this one part, I took one of the smaller booklets and I made it into a little pocket, and this is going to be a little flip pocket, and you're just going to place, again, the glue around the edges, leaving the folded part not glued, okay? And then you can go ahead and trace the inside lines of that stencil and then use those to cover the inside and the top of that little pocket we just made. Next, I decided to go ahead and use some of my coffee dyed paper, and I went ahead and just inked the sides and then used one of my journaling stamps to go ahead and add lines to it, and then go ahead and back that up on top of the printed paper. So now I'm going to be adding some photos to the inside of this little photo booklet, and I'm just going to go ahead and play some music for you. Enjoy! Okay, y'all, so we are done with this little booklet, and I think it turned out super cute. It holds some photos during the month of May when I spent time with my granddaughter Phoenix, and I went ahead and placed her name up here. It says Phoenix on there, used some gold lettering, and I just think it's super cute. And then I used this little photo of her climbing on a tree, and then I decorated the top here with a little bit of the flowers that we had left over in our stash or in the card kit. And then I went ahead and put that magic moment as the title. And I just think that this is super cute. So I added a bunch of little words. Now these words I actually have in my stash from scrapbook.com. They're little books that I had got like about a year ago or so that they had on sale. And so again, I went ahead and added just some photos of her and I spending the day together. And I went ahead and journaled a couple of little things in here. And then for some of the little journaling spots, I went ahead and just used a paper clip, a colored paper clip, to go ahead and just clip here on the side. So, because I didn't want to add any tuck spots in here, I just wanted it to be kind of free of, the journaling spots from covering up the photos. So I didn't want to add anything in there. So I just went ahead and, added my photos with words and then put the little journaling cards on the side. Here I went ahead and backed this up with one of the little uh, paper clips, and then just backed up the photo onto a little mat and then added the journaling card on the back, and then just tucked that in there just like that. And I just thought that was super cute. And so that's another way you could add your photos into this book and your journaling cards. For the little paper, or for the little pocket that we created, I went ahead and added some more little journaling cards that you can add some more photos on the back if you wanted to. And then this just pops up like this. Now there's no magnets in this little booklet. So just to let you know, everything just closes up nice and neat. And then here I just added sunny days, and she's climbing up that little climbing wall that they have at the park. And then here on the back, I added best of times because she graduated from her preschool and she's ready for kindergarten. And so I just thought this was super, super cute. And I just love this little book. I love how it turned out. I hope you guys like it. I hope it was inspiring for you. I hope you give it a try. You can use your dies if you want to. I mean, if you have any, what I want to say, shape dies, maybe you can create a book out of those. I just thought it was a super cute idea using that little stencil from the card kit. And again, here's the stencil. And I just thought that this was a super good idea. So I hope that you enjoyed today's tutorial. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care, and I will be talking to you soon. All of the links are down below. Bye. Thanks for joining me today, y'all. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial and head on over to Trace Jolie to check out their shop. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment, and join me Friday nights at 4:30 Central Time.